GeoFrame 2012 introduces the capability of registering a ZGY file in IESX. ZGY data is a multi-resolution format for which only the required data for display is stored in memory. Therefore, it is a standard format for optimized 3D seismic data performance. Currently, ZGY seismic data can be output from applications such as Petrel, Gigaviz, Omega, GeoFrame ZGY utility, and Basemap. All IESX seismic functionality can be used with registered ZGY classes with the exception of surface slice. ZGY file registration is enabled once the external disk is assigned to the GeoFrame project. The GeoFrame project external DSL is the centralized ZGY file repository. Different GeoFrame projects can simultaneously access the same ZGY file residing on the external disk or disks outside of the GeoFrame project. To register a ZGY file in IESX, launch the IESX Data Manager and select Seismic Register ZGY. From the ZGY file registration dialog, select the ZGY file for input. Note that the external disk location is set as a default. Click the eye icon on the right to show the header information for your ZGY file. You can leave this window open to help QC your input selections. Next, we can select an existing survey from the list or create a new one from the Create option. Enter the name of the new survey and optional description. It is critical to note that the projection system is not automatically retrieved from the ZGY file. When creating a new survey, the default is the storage projection of the project. A new projection can be selected by clicking the projection button. Coordinate corner points for the survey are retrieved from the ZGY file by clicking Import from ZGY. A message will appear reminding you that the projection system is not retrieved from the ZGY file. Apply the selections and select OK to close the Create Survey confirmation box and close the survey creation dialog. Next, assign a new or existing class to the data. You can click Create to create a new class to assign to the data. Note if the domain or sample interval unit is not available from the ZGY header, the next selections will be activated in the menu. Next, we click Register to create the link to the ZGY file. For ZGY files residing outside of the GeoFrame external disk, the registration creates a soft link to the file in the external DSL. Once registration is complete, inlines, crosslines, and slices can be displayed in SizeDV, GeoViz, and Basemap. There is no need to create separate slide files for the seismic. These are displayed virtually when displaying slices and horizontal intersections in SizeDV. Use the register ZGY class as you would use any native IESX class for interpretation and attribute generation. To delete a registered ZGY class, select Seismic Delete from the IESX Data Manager. If the ZGY files resides in the external DSL, the ZGY file will be deleted. If the ZGY file resides outside the external DSL, only the soft link is deleted. The physical file still exists. To unregister a ZGY class and effectively remove the link between the class and the corresponding ZGY file, select Seismic Unregister ZGY from the IESX Data Manager. Next, select the domain and the survey which contains the class to unregister. The classes contained in the selected survey appear in the class list to the right. There are search options for surveys and classes to aid in searching large lists. If the ZGY file resides outside of the external project DSL, an X appears in the link column. To complete the process, click on the Unregistration button below. A progress report will then appear showing information on the unregistration. This video is a presentation of the 2012 GeoFrame IESX ZGY file registration and unregistration functionality. For further details, refer to the GeoFrame 2012 release notes.